Welcome back to the Movie Mystery Box. In today's video, we will be discussing the plot of a movie about Anna, a single mother who marries a widowed truck driver to escape her poverty. Eventually, he is caught and sent to jail for illegal activities, leaving Anna and her stepson alone. As they spend time together, they develop romantic feelings for each other and start a forbidden affair that will change their lives forever. Remember our last wild adventure? We got to know Tom Stahl, a dude who owned a diner in a small town and was living the dream, but things got crazy when Tom stopped a robbery at his diner and became a local hero. If you missed that, you can check it out in the cards and descriptions. So, get ready, because we're going into another crazy journey. In a little town, Anna, a single mom with her precious daughter Santina, starts a new part of her life by marrying the seasoned Fosco. A lively community gathers for their wedding where an intriguing aunt named Fernanda kindly offers to care for young Santina. While Anna and Fosco set off on their romantic honeymoon in Paris, whispers spread among the townspeople, some suggesting that Fosco may be overwhelmed by this union, while others fervently believe it to be the perfect match. However, Livio Fosco's son remains shrouded in mystery behind his dark glasses, concealing all emotions within. During the significant photo session, Fosco requests Livio remove his glasses, revealing a depth of unhappiness hidden beneath his stoic facade. Anna and Fosco are overjoyed as they exchange their vows and look forward to their romantic getaway, but their blissful plans are soon interrupted by a mysterious call that draws Fosco into a secret mission involving rare antiques. He can't resist the temptation to see what his friend has found and leaves Anna alone to pack their bags. At the same time, Livio sneaks into the house thinking that his stepmother is gone, only to be greeted by her cheerful presence. She surprises him with a kind offer to bring him a souvenir from their trip to Paris and asks him what he would like. Meanwhile, Fosco realizes that he has been tricked when he sees that the truck he followed is empty. He hears his friend warn him about the police, and they have to run for their lives. What started as a simple curiosity turns into a dangerous chase. In the dark of night, he returns. Engulfed in secrecy, he shares an intimate moment with Anna, promising her a spontaneous adventure the very next day. And true to his word, they vanish together, leaving Santina and Livio behind. When they finally resurface days later, Santina rushes into her mother's arms, while Anna seeks out Fernanda, bearing gifts from the enchanting city of Paris. Concerned for Santina's well-being, she inquires about Fosco, describing him as peculiar. In an attempt to console her, Fernanda assures her that all men are peculiar in their way. Fosco surprises Livio with a peculiar present that hides a naughty secret, a pencil adorned with a provocative depiction of feminine beauty. Eager to share this curiosity, Livio introduces his unsuspecting companions to the enigmatic pencil, sparking conversations about the intimate intricacies of engaging with the fairer sex. Meanwhile, Anna finds herself drawn closer to fellow members of their community as they exchange tales and anecdotes about Paris, delving into her captivating escapades within the City of Lights. Amidst these discussions, whispers reach their ears, revealing Fosco's sharp tongue as he berates Livio for his perceived incompetence in packing the truck. In no uncertain terms, Fosco tells Livio to toughen up and not be a failure like his uncle's feast, two worthless men who can't handle life's challenges. As Anna walked out of her house, she finally gathered the courage to talk to Fosco about how mean he was to Livio. She asked him to be nicer, but Fosco didn't care. He said that Livio was used to it and that Anna was overreacting. Fosco didn't seem to care about what Anna said, so he just got in his truck and left. He told his family he'd be back in 3 days. While Fosco was gone on the first day of his trip, Livio went to his uncle's house to feel better. With great curiosity, Livio's uncle ponders whether the marriage has brought about positive changes in Livio's father. While acknowledging his father's transformation, he doubts that Fosco will ever fully change due to his rigid nature. Returning home that evening with a full stomach from his uncle's feast, Livio declines Anna's offer of dinner, prompting her to chide him for not informing her in advance. Anna is troubled by the absence of her daughter in her bed that night. She goes to Livio's room and finds Santina snuggled up to Livio, who is barely dressed, and she panics. She tells Santina to go to sleep right away, but the girl refuses and says Livio is telling her a story, and she wants to hear the end and invites her mother to join them. Anna hesitates, but then sits down with them. Fosco returns from his journey the next morning as planned. He entertains Santina while Anna chats with Livio about the books of love she enjoys. She admits the book may not be realistic, but it's romantic. Fosco and his friends go digging for graves, and in a surprising turn, Fosco uncovers a golden statue. Refusing to share it with his friends, he suddenly hears children's voices asking to see the statue. Angered, he storms home, convinced that Anna spread rumors about it. Surprisingly, Anna admits that the kids might have overheard her conversation with Fernanda, inadvertently revealing the truth. Fosco's anger intensifies, but unexpectedly, Livio steps in to defend Anna's innocence, explaining that exploring the past, even unearthing graves, is a common practice in their culture. The tension at the dinner table becomes palpable, and Livio, unable to bear the conflict, storms off in search of solace. Meanwhile, little Santina, always curious, chases after fireflies. In this chaotic and emotionally charged moment, Anna and Fosco find comfort in each other's arms. The next day, Livio and his friends head to the riverbank for some fun, not caring about clothes or modesty. They dive into the cool water and enjoy themselves. A girl with a crush on them secretly watches and pleasures herself. Later that night, Livio, unable to stand the heat, climbs a tree and relaxes on a branch. Anna comes by with her book, hoping to read in peace. He invites her to join him on the tree, but she declines and settles down below. They start to wonder about Olivia's feelings toward him. Is he just a friend or a family member? She paints him as Fosco's child, hinting at a mysterious connection between them. Curiosity sparks in his eyes as he wonders if they are like siblings. However, she swiftly dismisses the idea, revealing that she hasn't spoken to her brother in years. Instead, he likens their relationship to that of cousins, and she reminisces about a distant cousin named Antonio. Despite being older, he never took notice of her until fate took him to Australia. He playfully teases her, jokingly suggesting that she had a crush on her cousin. The next day unfolds with lively community games, where Santina and Livio find themselves playing together. Amidst all the excitement, Anna playfully carries Santina away. In their journey inside, Santina reveals her intention to marry Olivio and spend their elder years together. Santina persistently talks about asking Livio to whisk her away for a secret wedding. An abrupt noise from downstairs interrupts them. As they rush to attend to the visitor's arrival, they are met with shocking news. Fosco has been apprehended for his involvement with the stolen Bolden statue. She wastes no time in visiting Fosco alongside Livio. Despite the gravity of the situation, Fosco remains resolute and urges her not to fret, assuring her that he will be all right. He confidently claims that all he needs to do is deceive the authorities by denying his involvement in taking the statue from its resting place at the graveyard. Livio suggests seeking assistance from his influential uncle, but Fosco adamantly refuses any outside help. Meanwhile, back at home, Anna takes it upon herself to approach a prominent politician within their community for intervention. Desperately urging her, she pleads with them to intervene on Fosco's behalf. However, they firmly declare their inability to assist. Anna pays another visit to him, only to discover him injured. Overwhelmed with fear and sorrow for his condition, he warns her with a shocking tone that she might regret seeing him again, knowing the endless misery that awaits. He begs her to bring him smiles and wear lovely clothes so he can keep her image in his mind during his lonely nights. She comes home to find Fernanda in a festive mood, celebrating Livio's birthday. She can't believe her eyes. How can they be so happy when her husband is suffering in prison? She confronts Fernanda and asks her how she can be so heartless. Fernanda tells her that their culture doesn't allow them to cry or be sad, unlike Anna's Sicilian roots. Anna feels a surge of anger and sorrow and locks herself in her room. She wants to be alone, away from the noise and the laughter, but then Livio knocks on her door, saying he's sorry. She doesn't want to hear it and shuts him out without giving him a chance to explain. Anna and Olivia work together to clean up the mess after the party, but their task is cut short by the sudden appearance of Livio's uncle, who says he can't sleep and wants to visit the grave of Livio's mother who passed away. The next day, Livio meets his aunt, who drops a bombshell on him. His uncle was the one who snitched on Fosco and got him arrested. Livio feels a wave of shock and anger at this family betrayal and goes home with a heavy heart. He finds Anna with a strange man he doesn't know, wondering who he is and why Anna didn't tell him about him. He throws his drink away in a fit of rage. Anna sees his distress and tries to comfort him with her touch, hoping to find out what's bothering him. During a community party the following day, he tells her in a low voice that something is bothering his eyes. She feels sorry for him and leans in to help him get rid of it, but then he catches her off guard with a soft kiss on her neck. She loses herself for a moment and kisses him back before snapping out of it. She knows they have crossed a line and they need to keep their distance. She pushes him away and goes back to the lively crowd, thinking it's over. But fate has other ideas. He shows up again while she's picking up her clothes. He wants to discuss what happened, but she says there is nothing to discuss. That night, he shows up at her door wearing only underwear. She feels the same desire for him, so she clutches her daughter and assures herself. The next morning, she kicks him out of her door and warns him not to do it again. That day, Livio's cunning words poisoned her daughter's mind against her, tearing apart their family bonds. She couldn't bear the pain of his betrayal and decided to face him in the dark of the night. She spoke with firmness and courage, telling him to leave Fernanda's house by the next morning and never come back until his father's victorious return. Livio was stunned by her defiance and tried to mock her by saying that she was in love with him, a lie that earned him a fierce slap on his cheek. He ran away from her, angry and humiliated, and joined his friends for a night of drinking and partying. But destiny had a different plan for them. As he came back to her door, drunk and bruised, she felt sorry for him and wanted to help him, but he pushed her away and rejected her kindness, declaring himself as mad as his uncle and announcing his plans to join his uncle. In time, she succumbs to his persistent courtship, leading to their intimate encounter. The following day, Anna pays a visit to Fosco in his confined quarters, where they share a poignant moment of shared tears. Upon her return home, she resumes her romantic entanglement with Livio, their affectionate exchanges and playful interactions filling the living room amidst their revelry. They noticed their neighbor Stella, a young woman who had previously found herself similarly drawn to Livio, observing them. Livio confronts Stella, but decides that even if she spreads rumors of what she witnessed, no one would believe her wild tales. Consumed by guilt, Anna confides her haunting secrets in Fernanda, seeking solace amidst her turmoil. In time, Fosco emerges from his unjust captivity and is greeted with jubilant celebration from his dear companions. During the festivities, Fosco escapes to the seashore where he encounters Stella, who informs him of the scandalous events. After the party, Fosco implores Livio to embrace forgiveness as the only balm capable of mending their deep-seated wounds. The sun sets on a day of secrets and lies, leaving Livio and Anna in a tense silence. They look at each other but say nothing, feeling the gap between them widen. Anna escapes to her room hoping for some peace, but instead she finds Fosco waiting for her. He takes what he wants from her body, ignoring her tears and resistance. The story reaches its climax, and fate plays a cruel joke on Livio. He ends up trapped in a marriage he never wanted. The family gathers for a photo, pretending to be happy and united, but hiding the storms that rage inside them. How did you feel about the forbidden love story in this movie? Did you enjoy the intrigue, or did you think it was too scandalous? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more movie recaps from our mystery box. Until next time, peace out.